Hey guys, everybody out there in YouTube land, how's everybody doing? Uh, Finally got some nice weather here, high 60s. A little even actually a little too much warmer in the sun, with this flannel on. But I came out here to enjoy a pipe and just have a little pipe chats, talk about what I'm reading, some new acquisitions I got. Hmm. So what I was looking today, Cat and Black Cherry. Decided to give this a crack open and to go back to my last review that I did for the Peterson Irish Oak. I'm really enjoying that now. My first impressions, I wasn't overly impressed, but now I'm really digging it. It's not too complex, but I'm not really pulling out any oak or sherry notes or whatever the hell. You can go back to that review, and what is in supposed to be in that the oak. Let me tell you, man, it's warming up in the sun. Wow. Mm. So I got picked up. Let me see. So I got the oak, and I got this, um, and also got what else did I say? I got the Boca mixture by Peterson. I opened this the other day because I'm done with the blue note that I had, and this is really hitting the spot for me. I had some yesterday, and now I'm like, oh, really enjoying this. So the other thing that I decided to bite the bullet on was this big tub of Sir Walter Raleigh Aromatic, as you can see. And I don't know if you can see that there. Maybe not from that angle, I don't know, but you can see where the top of it is bulging, man, like it wants to be popped. you know, really sticking up that wrapper there. But it's gonna be a while before I pop this tin. Yeah, I really enjoy Sir Walter Raleigh Aromatic better than their normal stuff because I'm not a Burley fan, really. Like I've said in the past, it doesn't really have anything for me. I need something a little more. So I've always enjoyed that. So the reason why Pipes and Cigars had a good deal on it, it was like the more big tins like this you buy, the cheaper it is or whatever. But I just bought the one, which was still on sale. Because normally I think a tin of this big tub is about almost $50. 40 something I think. You know 35 plus the shipping. You know how it is. So you're gonna be paying $40 for that damn thing. I got that for 30. $25, 24 or $25 plus the taxes and the shipping was $30. I couldn't say no. So I bit the bullet. So I got this to do when I decided to do it. So hope you guys are all well. I've been checking everybody out, else's videos out. Tunnel, Sailor, the Piper Man. He's been putting up a lot of stuff again. So been checking out his reviews. Buckeye, everybody. I'm watching everybody. Bremen, the pipe smoker. I haven't been commenting too much. I comment on a couple of them, but with work and things like that, I haven't really been doing too much commenting. But I am watching you guys. Now, what I've been reading? That's a good question. Now, so what did I finish reading? I finished reading a book that I always read every year, and I've reviewed it here on the channel. But what I'm reading now is this bad boy here. Yep, Lions of Medina. The epic account of Marine valor during the Vietnam War. It's an intense read. It's got, if you guys are into military battles and history, it's got great pictures, from the time that these guys were over there and served, maps and things like that of the battle in the operation. And it's very, I find myself at times, in tears Obviously, man, you're following these guys from the day that they set out and signed up to the day that they're on this operation, getting KIA'd and doing acts of valor to save their brothers and things like that. It's really hard to read. You know, but it happened. We lived from it. We learned from it, and you know, a lot of people can't read that type of thing. I mean, I'm I like history. I like military type things like that. Reading about old battles. Waterloo, things like that. I actually got a book on Napoleon, his whole life. The book's like as thick as the Bible. So I got that from the library. That's gonna take me a little bit to read. That's gonna be I don't know if that'll be the next book I read or I have a fiction. It's like a murder mystery type fiction to read next from the library, and then that. Well, I wanted to finish this because I bought this book because I've always been interested. I grew up watching all the old Platoon and Full Metal Jacket, those movies like that. And they're obviously some are more historically correct compared to the others. It's Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? So, but reading this really puts it in perspective from the men that over there fought and died, and you're in the trench with them, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it for its historical stuff. And I mean, I am going to get emotional. I mean, you read about guys that are getting killed, but they did their duty so that I can sit here and smoke my pipe without any communists telling me what to do. And hopefully, with these uncertain times that we got going on right now, we can keep that, and our men will have to, hopefully not have to, but will be there to rise up to the challenge and defend us to keep our freedoms. So that's what I'm reading. This is what I'm smoking. And it's getting hot in this sun. I can tell you, whoo, finally, I'm tired of this damn cold. I mean, it was snowing here on Saturday. And now, so, anything else going on in the pipeline? Not too much. I'm going into spring. I do a lot of yard work. And got a lot of work to do around here. Beard's coming in. Oh yeah. So what else? Brew wise, I may start brewing. I don't know what I'm gonna brew next. I'm gonna toss up. I think I'm gonna do a stout. My stout. I gotta figure out when I'm gonna put that. Get the time to do that. I got a lot of things going on the weekends now. My kids are starting karate. Captain is getting pulled in all kinds of directions. The weather's getting nicer. I want to get out, do some fishing, maybe shoot some fishing videos. Because I'll be able to, drop the kids off and go fishing. Like the way I do my hiking videos, I go hiking in the woods before work. So maybe I'll get off that and maybe take the kayak out, do a couple kayak trips before work, floating around the river. Or the bay. Well, the bay, it's always hit or miss with the bay because, man, you get a little bit of chop, captain gonna flip. That little kayak of mine is a 14.5-foot kayak, but it ain't enough for, it's good for nice calm rivers. It's not good for no chop. And it's hard. I've been out there when I wind pick up, and it's hard to row back in. When you're in the bay, you need a motor. Or I need a kayak with the wheels like a bicycle, with the rotor, man, and start paddle me in with my feet. But yeah. So just thought I'd come on here and shoot a little bit. Just give you an update. Get something up on the camera. I do have a beer review I'm going to do. I normally just been drinking homebrew and Narragansett, which is my go-to beer. So I really haven't been doing the craft beer reviews. Besides, like I said, I make craft beer as my home brew, so I'm drinking the same stuff that these guys are making at a fraction of the cost. And I just can't see myself buying 4 bottles of beer for $13 to $15, depending on what brewery you go through. $15 or $13 for 4 bottles of beer. I got 5 gallons in the closet. You know what I'm saying? So very rarely that I do a beer review anymore. I pretty much stopped that. But my wife went out and bought herself something at the liquor store, and she picked up me up something. So I have an IPA to try. So I'll be looking for that. That'll be probably up in a day or two when I get a chance to drink it. Maybe one night after work. So other than that, I'm gonna get this stuff out of the sun. I don't think there's a date on this. I mean, if this is similar to Peterson's, the number on that way is the number, and then you work your way this way. You know what I'm saying? So this says 210806. So if we say that, so that it was, canned in 2021, the 8th day, 6 months. So June 8th, 21. That's the way I think you read that, because that's the way you read Peterson's. So we'll see. So yeah, all right, guys. So until we do it again, let me know what you guys are reading. If you're readers, if you've read this before, hey, maybe you were even there. Thank you for your service if you were. So until we do again, me and the first mate, we're going to enjoy the rest of the day before we got to go to work. So, remember what we always say. Let's set sail.